So most people think of Beaujolais Nouveau when they think of Beaujolais. That's a new wine. It comes out third Thursday of every November.
Whether you want to see it or not, it's there.
So what makes Beaujolais Nouveau special, and how does it differ from other types of Beaujolais?
Well, what makes it special is that it's probably more marketed and more hyped than any other Beaujolais, and probably maybe even any more wine in the world. But Beaujolais Nouveau is a wine that comes out, as you said, on the third Thursday of November. It's barely been fermented because the grapes have essentially been harvested maybe 6 weeks earlier. So, but what the wine is that it's like a taste of the vintage.
So, what other types of Beaujolais are there, and how do they compare with Beaujolais Nouveau?
Well, I'd say that there's a hierarchy of Beaujolais, and there's Beaujolais Nouveau at the bottom. There's Beaujolais, just regular Beaujolais, Beaujolais Village, like we have here from Chateau, and then there are the 10 cru Beaujolais, and those are Beaujolais that are from specific regions, all in the northern region of Beaujolais, which we should back up and say is actually one of the 5 subregions of Burgundy. So Beaujolais is actually Burgundy, whether probably most people don't realize that.
But it's not made with a Burgundy grape, it's made with...
The Gamay grape, yeah, as opposed to Pinot Noir. Gamay was actually banished from the other parts of Burgundy, and it's a very easy grape in many ways to grow. And the wines, produce these very soft, fruity wines with really firm acidity, great food wines. But Gamay is not really grown many other places in the world. Here and there, but not like it is in Beaujolais.
So Beaujolais Nouveau, you mentioned how young it is. How quickly should you drink it?
If you must drink it at all, you should drink it immediately, if not sooner. What is attractive about it is that is the fruit. It does have this very attractive fruit in its youth, because it's a very fruity. I don't even want to say beverage. So it's not like you want to wait, because the fruit will only recede, and you'll be left with the sad underpinnings of Beaujolais Nouveau, which is not much.
So it's not a wine that ages well. What about some of the others that you mentioned, a Village or
one of the Beaujolais? That is exactly opposite the case. Beaujolais Village, I would probably drink that within the year of the vintage, although the vintage that we're talking about now, 2009, is such a superb year. Wines actually, because again, it was a very, very ripe year. The wines are actually a little bit higher in alcohol than they normally have been. And wines like the Fleury, and especially this Moulin Avant, can age beautifully, 3 to 5 years. This one I've had, and it's enormous. Like, this could be 7 or 10 years.
Okay.
But that is unique. The Moulin Avant and the Morgon are the 2 Beaujolais crus that really do develop beautifully with age.
So you mentioned these wines are known for their lightness, their fruitiness, a little bit of softness. What kinds of food would you pair with these?
Well, that's the other beauty of Beaujolais, is that it's tremendously versatile. Because you have all this really pretty fruit and soft tannins, which means that it can go well with a lot of different foods. But more importantly, it has this really beautiful, bright acidity. So it can go with fatty foods like sausage and pork. It also goes beautifully with chicken. You can eat. Something like the Moulin Avant you can even have with a steak, because it's it's on the bigger end of things. So that's another
maybe a duck.
Great hallmark. Yeah, duck would be fabulous. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what are the price ranges for a good bottle? You have Beaujolais Nouveau, which is known for being pretty cheap.
You keep bringing that up, Becky.
Because it's the wine most people...
I know, everyone's got it. We're here to tell them they can spend a few dollars more and they can get so much more wine. They could go to Beaujolais Village, for example, from Chateau. It's eminently findable. Chateau makes very good Beaujolais. They're a big Burgundy house. This Beaujolais Village is probably about $15 a bottle. But then they can step up to one of these crus, and these are all in the 20s. We're talking like $22 to $24 a bottle, which is, to me, just a fantastic deal, because these wines have real character and complexity, and it's not something that people expect to find in Beaujolais.